Imagine a Christmas where the only present you wished for was a family. This isn't just a story. It's a journey into the heart of an orphan named Lily, whose quiet hope on December 25th, 2025, sparks an extraordinary chain of events. Can one small wish truly change everything? It was Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2025. Snow fell softly outside the old brick building of Willow Orphanage, blanketing the world in white silence. Inside, the common room was dimly lit with a single string of flickering lights donated by a local church. The other children had fallen asleep early, exhausted from the small holiday party. Earlier that day, cookies and carols that felt more like duty than joy, but 8-year-old Lily couldn't sleep. She sat by the frosted window in the dormitory, her small knees drawn to her chest, staring out at the twinkling lights from distant houses. Families were gathering, laughing, opening gifts under glowing trees. She pressed her palm against the cold glass, watching snowflakes dance. The contrast stung, out there, warmth and togetherness. In here, echoing quiet and the faint snores of strangers who shared her fate, Lily's only treasured possession was a faded silver locket, a charm left with her as a baby. Inside was a tiny, worn photo of a smiling woman, perhaps her mother, though no one knew for sure. She clutched it now, the metal cool against her skin. A reminder that somewhere, once, she had been wanted dot as the clock struck midnight. Lily whispered her yearly wish not for dolls or candy, but something deeper. "Please," she said to the empty room, her voice barely audible over the wind, "let me have a family. Someone to call home." A single candle on the windowsill flickered as if in response, its flame dancing brighter for a moment before settling. Lily closed her eyes, holding on to that fragile hope against all odds. In a world that had forgotten her, could a child's plea be heard? The next morning, Christmas Day 2025, started like any other. The matron served oatmeal and small gifts from charity boxes. Lily smiled politely, thanking everyone, but her heart ached. As the day wore on, snow continued to fall, and the children played quietly indoors. Then came an unexpected knock at the orphanage door. The matron opened it to reveal an older gentleman, bundled in a thick coat dusted with snow. He was tall but stooped slightly, with gray hair and a beard, carrying a simple paper bag. His face was weathered, eyes sharp but shadowed with something deep sadness, perhaps. "I'm Elias Thompson," he said gruffly. "I heard you might need volunteers today. Brought some cookies." The matron, surprised on this holiday, invited him in. Mr. Thompson wasn't a stranger to loneliness. A widower for 15 years, he'd lost his wife and only daughter in a car accident long ago. Christmas had become a day he dreaded: empty house, silent rooms, memories that hurt more than healed. This year, something urged him out, a church bulletin mentioning the orphanage needing holiday help. He came reluctantly, expecting to drop off donations and leave, but when he entered the playroom, his eyes met Lily's. She was sitting alone in the corner, tracing patterns in the frost on the window. Something in her quiet gaze mirrored his own isolation. He handed out cookies awkwardly, his gruff voice softening when children thanked him. Lily approached last, offering a shy, "Thank you." "Sir, you're welcome, little one," he replied. Surprised by the warmth in his own voice, the matron, seeing the spark, asked if he'd stay for story time. He nodded, and soon he was reading from a worn book of holiday tales. Lily sat closest, listening intently. When he finished, she asked softly, "Do you have a family, Mr. Thompson?" The question caught him off guard. "Not anymore," he admitted. "Just me now." "Me too," she whispered. In that moment, something shifted, an unspoken understanding between two souls adrift dot as the afternoon waned. Mr. Thompson prepared to leave, but Lily followed him to the door. "Will you come back?" she asked, eyes hopeful. He hesitated, then nodded. Maybe. Over the next weeks, he did return not just on holidays, but regularly. At first, it was awkward. Mr. Thompson was withdrawn, hardened by years of grief. He brought books, puzzles, small treats, but conversations were short. Lily, distrustful from years of goodbyes, kept her distance to Dot, yet slowly they connected through small moments. One snowy afternoon, Lily showed him her locket. "This is all I have of my mom," she said. Mr. Thompson shared about his daughter, how she loved drawing stars. "She'd have been about your age now," he said, voice cracking for the first time. Lily's innocence began melting his cynicism. She made him laugh with her questions. Why does snow taste like nothing? Or do stars get lonely too? In return, he taught her to bake simple cookies, sharing stories of his wife's recipes. When Lily had a nightmare, he stayed late, reading until she slept peacefully. One evening in early spring, as they sat by the orphanage fireplace, Lily said, "You feel like family?" Mr. Thompson's eyes filled with tears. "You've become like a granddaughter to me, Lily. I didn't think I could feel this again." He realized his house wasn't empty anymore, it echoed with possibility. After months of visits, paperwork, and heartfelt talks with the matron, Mr. Thompson made it official. He adopted Lily on Christmas morning, 2026, 1 year after her whispered wish. Lily woke not in the orphanage dormitory, but in a warm bedroom painted soft blue with a stocking hung by the door. Sunlight streamed through curtains as snow gently fell outside. She ran downstairs to find Mr. Thompson, now Grandpa Elias, making pancakes. The house filled with the scent of cinnamon and pine from a small tree they decorated together. There were no extravagant gifts under the tree, just a new locket with a photo of them both. And a simple note, "Welcome home." Forever. Lily hugged him tightly, tears of joy streaming down. "You heard my wish," she whispered. Elias smiled, holding her close. "We both did." Sometimes miracles come knocking when we least expect. Their unconventional family grew in simple joys, baking holidays treats, reading by the fire, watching snowfalls together. Lily brought light to Elias's days, and he gave her the belonging she craved. They proved that family isn't always blood, it's the hearts that choose each other. On this Christmas day, as snow blankets the world once more, remember Lily's story. The greatest gifts aren't wrapped in paper. They're found in open hearts and unexpected connections. If this touched your heart, cherish your family today. The miracle of love is always possible, Doc. Thank you for listening to Voice of Samira.